versus unicorns. Quick show of hands. Who likes zombies and who likes unicorns best? Zombies first. Unicorns? Yeah, one person. I actually expected 0. Okay, so I first heard about this when I was in my sophomore year, and my book club decided to read a bunch of anthologies. And one of those was a Zombies versus Unicorns anthology. Now, when I first heard of it, I had the same reaction, probably, that Mr. Chisholm had last week. It just seemed so ridiculous to me. Zombies and unicorns. It's just ridiculous. But after reading the entire book and all of the short stories in it, I became curious as to how exactly this started. In 2007, it started with a blog post by an author by the name of Justine Larbalester. Now, this blog post is about writing blurbs for other authors. Blurbs are basically the little things that you read on the back, you don't really read them, that are on the back of books by famous authors saying, this is a great book, this is an innovation in creative writing, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, she made a few comments that were a little anti-unicorns, which I can't have my readership thinking I endorse unicorns. And down here, how do you tell someone you shot their dog because you really hate unicorns? Now, he actually, one of her friends, another author and longtime fan of unicorns, commented, seriously, you don't like unicorns? What kind of person doesn't like unicorns? To what Justine Larbalester responded, referring to a conversation they had previously, what kind of person doesn't like zombies? What have zombies ever done to you? Aside from eat your face, not much. Anyways, this sparked an argument between the two of which one was better, zombies or unicorns. Their first few questions weren't really so much as whether one was cooler than the other or which one was better at fighting than the other. It was more of a debate of which one had fewer diseases and which one gave better piggyback rides. Obviously the answer to those are unicorns, but I digress. This actually became a huge internet sensation when people who liked reading this blog saw the comments, and in 2007 it became really popular and people were talking about it all the time. Now, when Justine Larbalester, the redhead on the left, and Holly Black, the Penelope Garcia lookalike on the right, first realized that it had become so popular, they decided to get a bunch of their author buddies together and create the Zombies vs. Unicorn anthology. You can look at it if you like. Okay. So, which is better? The zombies we know and fear today were first introduced in George Romero's Night of the Living Dead way back when, and they were an instant hit among horror fans. However, they took a great hit to their fear factor with Michael Jackson's release of his music video Thriller in 1983. Because seeing these terrifying creatures dancing along with the King of Pop isn't very scary. And it made zombies into sort of a joke, which is why we see the Disco Zombies and Plants vs. Zombies, and the college students dressed as zombies with beer cans sticking out of their head on Halloween. But now, when we think of unicorns, we think of that picture on the left. The white unicorn rearing up beautiful rainbows, sunshine, butterflies, and flowers everywhere. But that's not always how they've been. If you look back into the history of unicorns, they've been around for thousands of years in many different cultures. This unicorn up there, for example, is a Japanese kirin. And often depicted with fire or clouds. This one isn't, of course. but it doesn't change the fact that it still is pretty awesome and it looks pretty cool. Unicorns have been around in many places, like I've said. The unicorn that we know today with the healing powers and the whole association with virginity and such actually comes from the medieval unicorns, which comes from the unicorns mentioned in the Bible, in the Old Bible. So, I'll ask again, which is better? The choice is up to each and every individual person, because there's no real way to answer this definitively once and for all. There are so many things that go into each of these awesome fantasy beasts that it's impossible to say. So don't be too hasty when you're making this decision over which is cooler, or which is stronger, or which is just better overall. You have to dig deeper and really find all the cool things about zombies and unicorns.